Good to be here in New York. I said it like I'm visiting. I live here. It's nice to live here. I travel all the time, every week. I hate flying. I get very anxious when I fly. I'm not afraid of a crash. I'm afraid of a conversation. That's what I hate about flying. I was on a plane the other day. The guy next to me was like, "What do you do?" And I was like, "I mind my own business on airplanes." That's First of all, you're sitting too close together to have a conversation. The guy's trying to make eye contact. We're just staring at each other from this distance. I'm like, I could kiss you without using a neck muscle. That's how close you are. I was on a plane the other day. The guy next to me was eating a lollipop. Don't you think that's an inappropriate airplane food? A lollipop? It's too noisy. He's like... I was like, "Sir, you're turning me on. Could you relax a little bit?" They don't even sell lollipops at the airport. That's a from-home lollipop. That guy got a lollipop. He's like, "I'm gonna hold on to this until I fly. I wanna make sure I have that 3 inches from somebody's ear." I don't even know where you get a lollipop, by the way. Outside of a bank and a doctor's office, they don't sell them, do they? If you gave me $10 right now and you were like, "Go get me a lollipop," I would come back a week from now with my shirt torn and be like, "I couldn't do it. I don't know." I hate everybody on every plane. We all hate each other, though. That's not exclusive to me. We all hate each other. You know everyone hates each other on the airplane? Because as you're boarding the airplane, everyone just stares at you, dead in the face, angrily. The whole flight's just... That's the only time as a society we're not looking at our phone. Everyone's like, let's put our phones away and look upset at everybody else on this airplane. I hate it, but I do it too. I'm just as guilty. As soon as I sit down, I'm like, look at this fucking idiot getting on the plane. What? Back there. It doesn't matter where you are on the plane. You feel better than everybody behind you, don't you? You could be in the second to last row. There's one guy behind you, like, what a fucking idiot back there. Embarrassing, loser. Last row. I was on a plane the other day. I hated the guy behind me. He kept yawning out loud the whole flight. Am I a psycho or is that annoying? The whole flight, he's like, for like 5 hours. I wanted him to die, I swear to God. I was like, I hope this guy passes away on the flight. First of all, you don't need to make a noise when you yawn. That's a decision. He's deciding to do that. It's like if you were hungry on a plane, you were like, "I'm hungry!" You're like, "You all right?" Yeah, I'm hungry. I like to let people know when I'm hungry. I think it's important for people to know that. People yawn out loud, they want attention. That's why they're doing it. They want you to be like, "Oh my God, are you tired?" And they're like, "I am. Here's my entire life story of how I came to be tired." Don't fall for it. It's a trap. Plus, isn't it fun to not ask somebody a question when they really want you to ask them a question? You ever do that when someone's like, "I had a wild night last night," and then you're like, "Neat," and then you just walk away? That's like one of my favorite things to do. Just tell me your shitty story. Don't make me ask for it. I flew recently. I was at the airport, LaGuardia Airport here in New York. That's my home airport. I was walking to the terminal. They were playing "Welcome to the Jungle" by Guns N' Roses at the airport. That's a weird airport song. I'm a rock and roll guy. I love Guns N' Roses. I'm cool, but it's a little much at the airport. I'm walking to the terminal. I just hear da-da-da-da-da-da-da-down, da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, hey, can we cool it down a little bit? It's 7:30 a.m. I'm eating a muffin looking for an outlet. I don't think we need to rock this hard. Also, it's a little unnerving to be boarding a flight and hear, "You're gonna die!" I'm like, shit, am I? If they play "Knocking on Heaven's Door" next, I'm never flying again. You know? Take the bus. I do fly every week, though. Pretty much, literally every week. I got upgraded a lot. That's the nice thing about flying all the time. I got upgraded recently. My wife and I, both of us, like, we have 2 tickets in first class, but they're not together. We'd have to separate you. Is that okay? And I was like, 100%. I feel like that one hurt your feelings. I love my wife. I'm joking. I love my wife. But you gotta take first class if you can get it. They could be like, "We have 2 tickets in first class, but you have to get divorced to have them." I would be like, "Baby, we had a great run. I love you. Come on, let's get comfy." It was cross-country first class, though. That's the real deal shit. That's where your seat turns into a bed. It is weird to get separated from your wife on one of those, because they put me with like a random fat guy. And I'm not making fun of her being fat, because some of you are fat, but he was so fat. He was coming into my seat. Like, we were flush, shoulder to shoulder, and then we slowly eased back into bed together. And then we chose the same movie, and I was like, this is the most romantic date I've ever been on. I'm like, if this guy makes a move, I'll bang him right here. I don't give a shit. We got blankets, turbulence. When Harry Met Sally's on, it's nice, you know? At one point on the flight, I got up, I looked over, my wife had her own guy that she was in bed with. And then he was like the hottest guy on the plane. And that pissed me off, because I was like, I want that guy. Switch guys. You take this piece of shit. I want the hot guy. I paid for these tickets.